Dolphins look like the friendly comedians of the ocean. They smile, jump through waves, rescue swimmers in stories, and somehow always look like they are about to sell you a tropical vacation package. But behind that permanent grin is one of the most intelligent, complicated, and surprisingly dark animals on Earth. And today, we are diving straight into the deep end, because dolphins are not just cute ocean puppies. They are strategic hunters, social masterminds, and sometimes absolute sea menaces. Yes, dolphins are smart, but intelligence does not always mean kindness. Sometimes it means teamwork, manipulation, violence, and behavior that makes you look at that adorable dolphin smile and think, wait, what are you plotting, Flipper? First, let's clear something up. Dolphins are not evil in the human sense. They are not waking up in the morning, checking their underwater calendar, and writing, "Today, cause chaos." Animals do not follow human morality, but dolphins do show behaviors that humans find shocking because we usually imagine them as gentle, playful, and innocent. In reality, dolphins are predators. They are highly social predators with large brains, strong memories, complex communication, and the ability to work together with scary precision. Basically, imagine a wolf pack with sonar, fins, and a smile that says, "Trust me, bro." One of the reasons dolphins seem so impressive is their intelligence. Bottlenose dolphins can recognize themselves in mirrors, learn complex tasks, use signature whistles that work almost like names, and remember individuals for many years. That sounds adorable at first. A dolphin having a name is cute. A dolphin remembering you for 20 years is cute, unless you annoyed it. Then suddenly it becomes less Finding Nemo and more Finding Payback. Their brains are built for social life, problem-solving, hunting, and cooperation. But the same intelligence that helps them play and communicate also helps them dominate, deceive, and compete. Now let's talk about hunting, because dolphins are not just swimming around eating fish like polite seafood critics. Some dolphins use advanced group strategies that look almost military. They can herd fish into tight bait balls, trap them against shorelines, or use mud rings to confuse prey. In some places, dolphins create circles of muddy water that scare fish into jumping out, right into their mouths. That is not random. That is planning. That is teamwork. That is the ocean version of building a fish buffet with psychological warfare. They even use echolocation, sending out clicks that bounce back and reveal what is around them. So while a fish is trying to hide, the dolphin is basically using biological Wi-Fi to scan the area. Bad day to be a sardine. But the darker side begins when dolphins turn their strength and intelligence against other animals in ways that are not always about food. Bottlenose dolphins have been observed attacking and killing porpoises, even when they do not eat them afterward. That is one of the strangest and most disturbing parts of dolphin behavior. Scientists have debated why this happens. It may be competition, territorial aggression, practice for fighting, social behavior, or misdirected aggression. But whatever the reason, it reminds us that dolphins are not harmless ocean angels. They can be powerful, aggressive, and extremely coordinated. When a group of dolphins decides to attack, they are fast, strong, and organized. In other words, they are not just dolphins. They are dolphins with a group chat. Dolphin society can also be surprisingly intense. Male dolphins, especially bottlenose dolphins, can form alliances. These alliances help them compete with other males, control social access, and increase their chances of mating. Some of these partnerships are long-lasting and strategic. That sounds impressive, but it can also become rough and aggressive. In certain dolphin populations, males cooperate in ways that involve chasing, guarding, and forcing social interactions with females. It is uncomfortable to think about, but it is part of the natural behavior researchers have documented. Again, this does not make dolphins evil in a moral sense. It means their social world is competitive, complicated, and sometimes brutal. The ocean is not a Disney movie. It is more like a nature documentary wearing sunglasses. And then there is infanticide, one of the darkest behaviors seen in some dolphin populations. Adult males have been observed killing calves, likely because it can bring females back into reproductive conditions sooner. This behavior also occurs in other mammals, including lions and some primates, but people are especially shocked when dolphins do it because dolphins have such a friendly public image. We expect a lion to be intense. We do not expect the animal on a children's backpack to behave like a villain in a marine crime drama. But nature is not designed around our expectations. It is designed around survival and reproduction. Cute face, brutal rules. That is the dolphin paradox. Another reason dolphins feel almost unsettling is how playful they are. Play is usually a sign of intelligence, curiosity, and social learning. Dolphins surf waves, toss seaweed, chase each other, and interact with objects. But sometimes their play can look rough, even cruel, especially when it involves other animals. Dolphins may toss fish or smaller creatures around, and while humans might interpret it as bullying, scientists often see it as practice, stimulation, or social behavior. Still, from the outside, it can look like dolphins are the pranksters of the sea, except the prank sometimes has fins, teeth, and a very unhappy fish. Ocean comedy, unfortunately, has a victim. Their communication also adds to the mystery. Dolphins use clicks, whistles, body postures, jaw claps, bubble displays, and touch to communicate. They are constantly exchanging information. Some researchers believe dolphin communication is far more complex than we currently understand. That alone makes them fascinating, but it also makes them feel suspiciously advanced. When a group of dolphins circles something and starts clicking, you cannot help but wonder if they are discussing dinner, friendship, or tax fraud. We do not know exactly what they are saying, but considering how smart they are, I would not be surprised if one dolphin has already invented underwater sarcasm. Dolphins also have strong personalities. Some are bold, some are cautious, some are playful, some are aggressive. This matters because it means dolphin behavior is not robotic. They are individuals, shaped by age, sex, experience, social rank, environment, and opportunity. A dolphin in one situation may be curious and gentle, while another may be dominant and forceful. This makes them more like other highly intelligent animals, such as chimpanzees, elephants, wolves, or humans. The smarter and more social an animal is, the more complicated its behavior becomes. Intelligence creates friendship, cooperation, learning, and empathy. But it also creates rivalry, manipulation, and conflict. Big brain, big drama. So why do people call dolphins evil? Mostly because the truth clashes with the myth. For decades, dolphins have been marketed as pure, friendly, magical sea creatures. Movies, aquariums, cartoons, and tourist ads made them seem like smiling guardians of the ocean. And yes, dolphins can be playful, social, and even helpful in certain situations. But they are also apex-level predators in their own world. They hunt, compete, fight, form alliances, and make choices that can look shockingly dark to humans. The real dolphin is not a villain, but it is definitely not the innocent mascot we imagined. It is a brilliant wild animal with a smile that hides a survival machine. And honestly, that makes dolphins even more interesting. The goal is not to hate them. It is to understand them. Nature is not divided into good animals and bad animals. A shark is not evil for biting. A lion is not evil for hunting. A dolphin is not evil for competing. These animals are shaped by evolution, environment, and survival pressure. The real world is more complicated than cute versus scary. Sometimes the cute animal is dangerous, and sometimes the scary animal is just trying to mind its business. The ocean does not care about your childhood cartoons. So the next time you see a dolphin jumping through a wave, enjoy the beauty, admire the intelligence, and respect the animal. But remember, behind that cheerful face is a predator with strategy, memory, teamwork, and enough social drama to run an underwater reality show. Dolphins are not evil. They are wild, intelligent, unpredictable, and sometimes terrifying. And maybe that is the real lesson. The ocean's smartest smile might also be one of its sharpest warnings. Because in the sea, even the cutest creatures can have a dark side. And dolphins prove that sometimes the biggest grin hides the deepest secrets.